Well, Tessa, yes, of course, part of bringing you all voices, of course, the voices of people who are not attending this forum. One thing I think that is very interesting is the effort of Davos to put 6 what they call global shapers, that's young people, millennials, at the heart of their discussions in an attempt at least to be showing that young people are part of this global conversation. But one thing that has got people talking, part of this conversation, is this, a report from UNICEF, a poll. 10,000 young people, they say, took part in this online poll with a clear message to world leaders. We want jobs and we want education. Now, reading into it, that is what UNICEF say the next generation are calling out for. Safe jobs with the changing nature of work and education to finally allow people from backgrounds who've not been able to get education to access the schooling they need to be able to have their careers. Now, we have here in the Cube spoken to 4 young people. It's worth saying some of them are indeed part of this Davos outreach, these global shapers. One of those is Veronique here. She's attending and she actually met with UNICEF who did that poll. This is what she had to say.
My key focus point of work are jobs creation and education. I'm very happy to be part of the Davos Forum this year because those 2 topics have been very much talked about during the forum so far. Yesterday we had a very amazing meeting with UNICEF head Henrietta Ford, and we were able to discuss how we can come up with a formal agreement to ensure that more jobs are being created.
So there's an idea there, a formal agreement, she's saying there. But also somebody else who's there, who is one of the speakers who's taking taking part of this in this moderation protest is process is Bassam. She's from Iraq. She's one of the 6, if you like, principal global shapers. This is what she had to say about this whole new process.
Years old. So we might not be on the stage where the concerns and ideas of young people has been well received by decision makers, but I believe this is a great step forward.
So a step forward, but still not quite at the stage where necessarily young people are being listened to as they should. Then we've got Alaric here. He's from India. He works in Paris. And for him, obviously, this is away from the steps of Davos, the slopes of Davos. This is Alaric here. Now, he says the changing nature of work means the next generation needs to be equipped with the skills to be able to deal with this. This is what Alaric had to say.
Considering the fact that 85% of the jobs that will be available in 2030 haven't been invented yet, we need to think of preparing the next generation of leaders to respond to challenges as they come up, which means real problem solving.
Real problem solving. And just finally, when it comes to the nature of work, this is what a lot of young people are talking about. Karolina here, she says, okay, fine, new notion, all this focus on productivity, well, work is changing. And she says, because millennials are always connected, they're burning out.
Increasingly, my generation is burnt out. We're expected to work increasingly harder and to always be on. So I think, although productivity is important, I always feel like it's almost a way to ask our people to work harder. So if we do work harder, there also need to be measures in place to make sure that it doesn't impact on our mental health.
So you get there a sense of the all voices as the world of work is changing. Young people want the world leaders to get things ready for the days of tomorrow.